Hi everyone, it's Penny. I wanted to talk tonight about a bit of my journey from being extremely unwell for 5 years with what's called chronic fatigue syndrome to how my journey to getting well and what I learned along the way. And hopefully that might be able to help and inspire some other people. If you're having some of the issues in your life like I was having. Now, chronic fatigue syndrome is a very complex syndrome and it has all sorts of branches to it, really. I fell over and hit my head and ended up with really bad vertigo, and my body just basically, all the systems in my body just actually fell over. You know, my immune system, my hormonal system, I had anxiety. I didn't realize, extremely bad. I was fatigued. Fatigue is an extremely different thing to feeling tired. It's nice to feel tired. Fatigue is totally different. Going to bed every night, waking up in the morning and feeling like you've been hit by a bus and you just get no rest, no rejuvenation, you get nothing. And I learned so much from this journey. I'm actually really grateful that I had this journey because it's enabled me to see a bigger picture in the health world and a bigger picture in how our mind and body connection actually work together, which I would never have learned if I hadn't had this firsthand experience, because it's very easy for people to tell us something, but without firsthand experience, we just have no idea how it feels, what it's like to be in somebody's body when they're not well. So I just kind of wanted to jump on here tonight and just share just a couple of tools, really. This is without going too much into things, because I actually learned to rewire my brain. I learned about the mind-body connection, and there's a lot of talk about the mind-body connection, creating new neural pathways, repatterning the brain, which is actually, it's actually quite simple. It just takes consistency and work from yourself to do it, and it definitely is doable, because I'm 100% well. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't walk to my clothesline. You know, I couldn't walk down my drive. I just could not do a thing. I couldn't work. I couldn't travel overseas. And I now have a totally normal life again. And doctors had told me there was no cure and I would be like this for the rest of my life. That was not a very encouraging prognosis, and I didn't give up, because I believe in alternative medicine, and I now know of the power of the mind and how it affects the body. But I just wanted to share tonight just a technique that can be really, really helpful. If you've got some anxiety, you've got some stress going on, people that get, sometimes if you've got asthma, it can really help. Just a really nice little tool that you can carry around with you in your toolbox, because it's really nice if we can have tools that we can utilize ourselves and we can just pull out every day as we need them and don't have to rely on going to the doctor, or sometimes people don't have to rely on medication anymore, that kind of thing. Not that I'm saying that that's what you should be doing, but even just to learn, it's very simple, it's very effective. It's just to learn to breathe properly. We really underestimate the power of our breath, of what we've actually got within us, and how we can alter our nervous system state by doing some simple breathing. So what I'm talking about is, our body needs to be in the parasympathetic nervous system state. This is how it functions really well in the rest and digest state, rather than being all up and all over the place and kind of anxious and stressed. So a good trick is, there's a lot of different breathing you can do, but a really simple one is if you did 5 rounds of what we call box breathing 4 times a day for a start. Just see what it does. Just notice the change. Just feel the change inside you. And all that is breathing into your belly. So we're not breathing. We want to change our breathing from breathing up here in our chest, which is what a lot of us do. It's just an automated response that we've got into. And that actually makes us anxious. We want to breathe into our belly. So it's really important to really put your hand on your belly and just take a couple of breaths here. And just breathe in and push that belly out. Imagine it's got a big soccer ball inside it, or it's a big pregnant belly. And then just consciously, just feel yourself, just pull your belly back in as you exhale. You just do 2 or 3 breaths like that and just notice, just breathing in, pushing out the belly. So we're not breathing up here, we're not going like this. We're taking all the breath away from there, bringing it down. And just feel how that feels. Now to do the box breathing, it's an inhale into your belly to the count of 4. Hold for the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4 and hold for the count of 4. So we do, maybe 5 rounds of that, and we could do it 4 times a day. Let me demonstrate. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. We just carry on in that sequence. You can see I'm doing a box, so I'm going inhales, going up with my hand, holds, going across, exhale, we go down, and hold, we're going across the bottom. So it's just a nice little trick. You can do this at nighttime too, if you want to try and sleep, and just to calm your system down. We want to get that, we want to stimulate the vagus nerve. And we want the vagus nerve, its job is to sort of tonify, massage the parasympathetic nervous system. So it brings it into that nice balanced state, which is where our body functions the best, homeostasis. So it's really simple. I've had people do this and notice change. It does take a bit of consistency to remind yourself to pause and breathe. If you feel yourself getting anxious, you feel yourself, things are getting overwhelmed, to stop what you're doing, pause and breathe. And then you can also just come into the space, like into the now, so to speak, and just close your eyes and just notice what's 3 things that you can hear. Just go through those in your mind. And then what did you see? What were 3 things that you saw before you closed your eyes? And then what's 3 things that you can feel against your skin? It's just really coming into your senses. And this can really, really help us from getting into a state where it can be really quite difficult to get out of. So I think it's just really important to have some tools, and probably jump on here a bit more often and just share a bit more with people. I really want to help people. And with the yoga that I'm doing, I'm teaching yoga, I'm really getting the breath into the yoga as well, because that breathing and that movement is really powerful as well. So I hope this is helpful. If anyone's got any questions or anything, you can just message me, or if you want to come and have an appointment, just let me know, and I can help you out. So thanks very much for listening. Bye for now, and just keep breathing.